Welcome back to week 4 of Fall into Wellness. I'm Steph Paulson, and I'm thrilled to continue the journey into movement. Movement comes in various forms, from hiking to paddleboarding to yard work. Some days we might feel more energized for a more intense activity, while other days call for a more gentle approach. As we begin to deepen our connection within ourselves, we start to discern when we need more and when we need less. Today's yoga flow is specifically designed when you're feeling anxious or when you need a calming evening practice. I'm using 2 blocks today. If you use blocks, make sure to have them handy. If you prefer to use something like books or cans to put your hands on, that's cool too. If you don't have them, no worries. Let's get started standing up. So let's start at the top of our mat. All 10 toes are forward, pull the abs in, and start to become present. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes or maybe a soft gaze. And just take inventory on how you're feeling emotionally, mentally, and physically. Be mindful that you're not attaching any labels to what you're feeling. Become the observer. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down to rise. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Couple more times. Inhale, nice gentle movement. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees a lot. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands come to heart center. One more time. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Here comes Chief. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. If you have your blocks handy, go ahead and grab them. We're going to come up to half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Bring your blocks to level 1, 2, or 3. Let's make a nice long spine here. Press the shoulder blades into the heart. And bring more of your weight over the balls of your feet. So stacking the hips over the ankles. Keep breathing here. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. Exhale, we fold. Pull that belly button in, bend the knees a lot. Let's take it nice and slow and roll up bone by bone. So start to articulate the spine. Your head comes up last. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, we fold. Now toe heel your feet about hip width apart. Take one block or something to put your hands on. Put it in the middle. Take your left hand down to the block. Take your right hand to the hip. Inhale, find length first. Exhale, twist to the right side. You can keep your right hand on your sacrum or extend it. Broaden across the collarbones. We're bringing energy to the spine, to the back body. And you might feel a little tingling sensation in your legs. If it feels good, you can bend the left knee, get a little bit deeper in that stretch. Take the top hand down. Inhale, halfway lift, so find a nice long spine. Take the right hand to the block. If you're using a block, take the left hand to the hip. Inhale, exhale, little twist right here. Taking your hand to your sacrum, or maybe you extend. You can bend the right knee. It allows us to get a little bit deeper. Pull that belly button in. One more breath here. Top hand comes down. All right, go ahead and toe heel your feet back in underneath. Keep your blocks handy. Let's take that left foot back. And we're gonna turn it out slightly. The front heel is gonna line up with the back arch. Let's bend the back knee generously. Grab your block, have it on level 1, 2, or 3, coming into extended side angle. Parsva Konasana. Revolve the rib cage. Take the shoulder away from the ear. A couple more breaths here. Let's take the top arm up high to the sky and straighten the front leg, coming into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Press the right big toe into the mat. Press the outer edge of the back foot down into the ground. Take up space here. Take the top hand down. Remove the block off to the side if you're using it. Pick up the back heel. Front leg goes all the way back to down dog. Let's pedal out the feet for a moment. Gentle movement, feeling the stretch on your calves. Maybe posterior side of the body, maybe side body. Let's place both heels on the mat. Right leg comes up, bend the right knee, open up the hip, coming into scorpion. Pull the belly button in as we bring that right foot in between the hands. Hop the back leg in, drop the back heel. Both heels are aligned. Grab your blocks if you're using blocks. Take them up to level 1, 2, or 3. Let's create a nice long spine here. So lengthen both sides of the torso. Pull back that right hip. Press your shoulder blades into the heart. And slide your shoulders away from the ears. Chins off the chest, nice long cervical spine. Exhale, let's fold. One more breath here. This is pyramid pose. Parsvottanasana. Go ahead and remove the blocks. Lift the back heel up. Slide the back leg to meet the front. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands come to heart center. A little bit of balancing right here. So let's bring our hands to our hips. Left heel comes up. And single leg Tadasana. You can stay right here, absolutely. You can lift your leg. You can also put your leg on your foot on a chair. Let's take that right arm up. Right arm goes to the outside of the left thigh. We start to twist. You can extend the left arm, although not required. Find length here. Ground down. Take both arms up. Place the foot down and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. You stay right there. I'm gonna move to the other side of the mat so you can see me a little bit better. Slide, hey Chief, slide that right leg back. Let's turn that right leg out. Front heel intersects the back arch. Bend the front knee. Take your block behind, or the pinky toe side of the front foot, and we're coming up into extended side angle. Keep breathing here. Of course, your forearm can be on your thigh if you're not using blocks. I don't think I said that the first go around. Feel the stretch on the side body. Reach your fingertips away from the back foot. Straighten the front leg. Come into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Take a few breaths here. Press into the front left big toe, press into the outer edge of the back foot. Really ground down, but create space in the body. So reach the fingertips high, reach the crown of the head to the side wall, reach the tailbone to the side wall. Top arm comes down, spin the back heel up. If you're using a block, go ahead and move it out of the way. And your front foot goes all the way back to down dog. Feel free to pedal out the feet. Add any movement, or if your body's asking for stillness, please honor it. Left leg comes up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Take the knee towards the chest, left foot in between your hands. And we're gonna hop the back leg in, drop the back heel. Now this time both heels are in line with each other. Of course, you can take it a little bit wider. If you're using blocks, go ahead and take your blocks to level 1, 2, or 3. Let's create a nice long spine. Your hands can be on your thigh, your shin, onto the ground. Pyramid pose. Take the left hip to the back of the mat. Pull the front rib cage in. And stretch out through the crown of the head. One more breath here. If it feels good, go ahead and fold over. If you're using blocks, go ahead and move them out of the way. Let's lift the back heel, bring it in to meet the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, root to rise. And bring the hands to heart center. Let's come up into that single leg Tadasana. Bring your hands to the hips. Ground down through the left foot. Right leg comes up. Let's take the left hand across the right thigh. And we're gonna start to spin open. Maybe you extend the back arm. So another opportunity to twist the spine. Take it back to center. Arms go up, legs go up, and bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine here. Exhale. Let's take one knee down, second knee down. All right, turn to the long edge of your mat. Legs go out wide. We'll be on the mat for the rest of the time. So coming into Uttanasana. You can use blocks or pillows underneath your torso or your head to add support, although not required. So take an inhale here. Exhale, start to lean forward any amount. You can use your blocks on your forearms. Just find a really supportive posture. So this flow is designed to make you feel good, to make you feel less stressed, to calm you down from a long day. So make sure that these poses, these postures, really support that intention. Take a few more breaths here. And come all the way up. Okay. Take your hands to the outside of the thighs. Help your legs come in. Give them a little shake. Keep the right leg extended. Let's bend the left knee. So bringing the left foot to the right inner thigh. Flex the right toes. Sitting up nice and tall. Head to big toe pose. Reach the arms up and tip forward. Janu Shirsasana. Take the left rib cage to the right inner thigh so that's a small twist, and you might feel a little stretching in that lower back too. So this is a great stretch for lower back relief. You can use your blocks and just fold forward any amount. Remember that we all bring different experiences to the mat. So your shape might not look like my shape, and that's okay. We're really going for the feeling of showing ourselves self-love and self-compassion. One more cycle of breath here. And come all the way up. Let's take that left knee up high to the sky, sit up nice and tall. Take the left hand behind the hip, right arm comes up. Exhale. Let's hug the knee in and twist. And if it feels good and it feels like you're not forcing it, take the right elbow across the left thigh. Not required. Of course, you can explore it, try it out, experiment. That's the beautiful thing about doing yoga at home. You can experiment. And as we go through life, we start to do what feels good for us, right? We start making that connection with what we need, and we start to care less about what other people think. So practicing at home is a great practice to do what feels good for you and not get the external opinions of society or communities. And let's spin to the front. Okay, let's take the the right hand behind the hip. This time, the left arm comes up, and we're gonna open twist. So just take it to the other side. So a little bit of a counter twist right here. Broaden across the collarbones. Notice if there's any tension in your legs or muscles, and release it. Practice letting go. And spin to the front. Extend the leg. Give it a little shake. Second side. Keep the left leg extended. Flex the left toes. Bend the right knee. Right foot goes on the left inner thigh. Take the arms up and fold forward any amount. You can use any support that is helpful to you in this pose. Not required. Take the right rib cage to the left inner thigh. Janu Shirsasana. Let's take this time to be very present. If you're doing this practice in the evening and you're replaying how the day went out, just let it go. Right? We can't change the past. We can learn from it. We can self-reflect. But don't spend too much energy where it's draining, right? Let it go. Be present. Feel the stretch here. Feel the love that you're giving your body. Come all the way up. Okay, that right knee comes up high to the sky. Take the right hand behind the hip. Left arm comes up, and we twist towards the leg. Right, you can hug the knee in, broaden across the collarbones. You can also take that left elbow across the right thigh, as long as it feels good. Yoga is not about trying to force yourself into poses. It's really about listening to that inner voice, that inner guide, right? So it's a practice, and we do use physical postures to practice that thought, that concept. So just keep checking in with your body, keep checking in with yourself. Let's spin to the front. Woo. Okay, reset. So this time, take your left hand behind the hip, take the right arm up. And we're just gonna take it a counter twist, so the opposite way. And just one more breath here. And twist forward. Okay. Extend the legs, give them a little shake. Okay, I want you to feel the difference between both legs extended as we fold and what we did previously. Take the arms up. Of course, you can use any support underneath your torso, or you can use blocks by your side. We're gonna reach for the toes and let the hands fall to the mat where they can. Okay. This is called Paschimottanasana. And maybe you like this better, right? If you feel an intense stretch behind your knees, bend your knees ever so slightly. And for this one, let's keep a nice long spine today, as long as you can go. That way the lower back doesn't feel compromised. So lengthen, it doesn't matter how deep you go. It's not about that, right? It's about knowing our body. It's about checking in and making sure that we feel good as we go through these poses. And come all the way up. All right, just one more pose. Let's take the bottoms of the feet together, let the knees drop open. This is bound angle. You can use blocks or pillows underneath your thighs to add support for this pose. That might feel really good. That's completely up to you. So this is another hip opener. You can stay up, or you can fold over, or do a little combination of both. Let's take this time to deepen our breath, breathing in through the nose. And make a conscious effort to extend the exhale. And just a few more times like that. Inhale, belly and rib cage expand. And a nice long exhale. And one more time. Come all the way up. This is a fantastic time for a Shavasana. You can lie on your mat, extend your legs, close your eyes, push pause, or you can end with me. Take your hands to your thighs or maybe heart center. Fantastic job today. It was a joy and a pleasure to lead you in this practice. If you enjoyed this content, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. My name is Steph Paulson, and until our paths cross again.